Homelessness 2.0 day 52. Cooking more bacon. It's like half of what I've got left. Got some cleaning stuff that I've needed. One bowl, because whatever. Some snacks. A beer I'm about to crack open. Roughly half of the napkins that I bought at the store today. And the reason for that is so that I don't have to get any more. One, the paper towel options were just too much. Literally, physically, too many options. Physically too much paper towels. And so I gotta minimize that. The snacks are so that I have something that's just there, blah blah blah, whatever. Oh yeah, gotta get out the last marinara, because that's going in. Then should have, that's a pretty decent amount of noodles remaining in there. So that is going to, clearing those out, those are going to be done. There will be no more. The bacon, the remainder of that's going to go into these beans tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. Friday, I am now scheduled, it's on the books. I am now scheduled to do the second driving lesson. It's going to be at 6 p.m. at night. Same instructor, same car. Sucks that it's going to be at night, but it's whatever. At least I'll be maybe a little bit more prepared mentally. And, we're going to go over some of the things that, I was a little weaker on last time. Because, it's I'm not fond of the fact, again, going back to sort of the beginning of all this, I'm not fond of the fact that I'm going to be effectively part of the problem with regards to driving. Because, LA night driving is going to be totally different than LA day driving. Very lager-esque beer. It's an ale, technically. A cream ale. But it kind of reminds me of a lot of lagers. Kind of the cheap ones, too. It reminds me of Budweiser, Pabst Blue Ribbon, etc. But there's an additional flavor that they've incorporated into it or something that makes it, taste less bleh. Still tastes kind of like your typical generic lagers. And the typical generic lagers are easy to consume. They don't have a super strong taste to get you buzzed. What is it they say? It's never fill you up, never let you down, or whatever BS it is. The whole never let you down is, I'm here to get you ass drunk. That's the whole point. It's time to get fucking drunk. If I drive too much, I won't be able to drink as much as I do. And I don't usually drink that often as it is, but when I do, I don't like to, I'll go small, really. There's that one container, this thing, in another room now. Now I'm back in this room. There's this bad boy, right? I fill it up a little bit to the bottom here with lime juice, and then I fill up the rest to that point with rum. And then from here to here is Coke. But still, that's 2 shots of rum. And sometimes I'll have one of those in a day. Sometimes I'll have 2. It just depends. When I would mix them into the little coffee mugs, there's only so much that can fit in there. It's basically 1 shot, maybe a little bit more, I don't know. Back when I got super drunk and, tweeted the bomb thread, that was, I had actually measured all that out. Because this is what I normally do. normally I'll measure it out. Measure out the lime juice, measure out the rum, and then I'll just kind of largely measure slash eye, because I'll use a measuring cup for it. I have a 2-cup measuring cup, and so I'll just fill it up into that and either A, drink straight from it, or pour it into another container. Usually just drink straight from it, because why not? Yep. So yeah, I already got plenty of these still in the storage. It's probably like 6 or 7, maybe less. I don't know. And then there's a good chunk of these still wool, and I'm going to use this to scrape up any of the rust up on the sink that I've got. I mean, I don't intend to go crazy spotless, because I'm not even going to be that good at it anyway. But I want to at least mitigate. I want to at least remove some of this stupid shit that I've done. So there's that. Oh man, woke up with a damn headache. Forgot to brush my teeth last night, or maybe I didn't forget. Maybe it was just I got so damn tired that I just decided to screw it. I don't know. That's probably more reality. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with my extra crap. It's funny, as I was looking for these in the storage unit, I brought them with me. Because there's some things I want to keep around, I don't want to just buy one of these and then leave it. But at the same time, because I intend again to get another spot, and so I'm gonna dump the money, or rather pull it, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna pull the money beginning of next week, probably weekend in fact. Hell, I might even do it tomorrow or Friday, because it's about a 3 business day thing, and the weekend being Christmas and all is one thing, but then there's do the markets turn off on Friday and all this other bullshit, so I gotta deal with that too. And I've got to pull enough for not only, to have enough in the bank after the fact, but also to be able to pay for, the next Airbnb plus a couple other things. Because, it's I don't want to pull too much money all at once before the end of the year. But at the same time, I also don't want to leave myself in a position where I'm going to have to do it again too quickly. I'm still probably going to have to pull some money out next month anyway. But ideally, it'll be for a car. And I'm probably going to go to a police auction, because it's likely where I'm going to be able to find a car that I can actually pull off for a reasonable amount of money. Main issue with those is you don't have, there's no guarantees of them even working. So, as I've looked at some of the used car prices out here, and it's absurd. I think I mentioned it before, I think there was this 10, 12-year-old car that was $14,000. I'm like, no, I would never pay that much money for a used car. And it's not like it's a super high-end expensive car when it first came off the lot either. I think it was a Scion XB or something like that, or XD, whatever the hell they are nowadays. Because they got rid of the box shortly after, and then they replaced it. And I think it was with the D. And it's less of a box. It's a little bit more round. It's still a good car. It's just because it's think of it having a car chassis, so it's lower to the ground, but it's more like an SUV / van combination. So they have a lot of room in them. But they still drive like an everyday car, which is what I'm after, because I don't like driving. If I'm going to drive a truck, I want to drive a smaller truck. And I drove, one of the first vehicles I ever drove was an old ass 70-ish, I want to say it was 1973 maybe, Chevy Silverado. It felt like driving a box. I didn't really like it, and pretty sure I ran over some shit at some point. Not anything, super important, but also, not really a thing one should be saying in general. So, yeah, it's not ideal to be driving big vehicles. At least for me, I don't like it. This car, there was one thing I was really surprised about because we did a backup test. And originally I was, doing the whole behind the neck thing and all that stuff. And I didn't do it right. Let's just say that. Like, I just didn't do it right. I started drifting and all that. And then I did the whole, just basically get up out of your fucking seat and, look over and all this crap. And I did a lot better. And I'd always hated backing up. And I hated doing that. But when I actually did it, not only did I do well, but I didn't feel too awkward doing it either, which is really strange for me. Like, it throws my brain out of whack that I would have done that, and I would have done it well. And I mean, it's figuring out what you do, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm still learning about myself. I don't think I'll ever stop learning about myself. If I do, then I'm probably dead. I don't know. It's such a weird thing to say. People say it all the time, though. Or say something along those lines all the time. But I think at this point, I've said my piece. I really don't have anything else to say at this point. I'm sure the phone is probably going to want to overheat and die, so have fun.